Hello, welcome everyone. I hope you guys are doing well today. Ready for some love in Deepspace. I am very behind. I am like 2 days away from this event ending and I've barely touched it. Nimby, good morning. Hello, I hope you're doing well today. We are gonna roll for Sylus's card. Hopefully we get it. I'm giving myself like a $50-ish spending limit today. I do get paid tomorrow, so I can buy more pulls tomorrow if I don't get his card. Praying I do get his card. I need all Sylus cards that they release. I have not played any of the event story of this yet. I want to play it all on stream, so I barely touched this event or the gacha at all. I just been sitting here twiddling my thumbs wanting to stream it. I just didn't have a right chance to do it until this week, and I had to get this done as fast as I can before the event is over. So I'm excited to play through this, roll Sylus's card. I have played a bit of the mini game. It's pretty fun so far, a bit addicting. I like it. So we are just gonna go ahead and just get the rolling straight. I do not have any kitties in my room today, unfortunately. I actually just vacuumed earlier, and of course all 3 of my cats are afraid of the sound of the vacuum, so they all took off running. And they'll probably just stay in their little hiding spots for a while. Pinkash, hello, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Yes, my day is good. I ordered sushi for lunch. It was delicious. And now I am just chilling, about to pull for some anime, man. I see it's that game. Yes, love and Deepspace. I am addicted to it. I spent so much money on it. Sylus right here. That's best boy. No one can take his heart from me. That is, I just love it so much. So we're gonna start pulling, honestly. Just go ahead and get that done. I need his card the most. If I get some other character cards, perfectly fine, but Sylus is #1. So it doesn't look like I got a 5-star in this pool. So we're just gonna ignore this one. Got a new Caleb card though, so that's not bad. All right, I'm gonna keep on going. I think, what was the last banner? Sylus's birthday, bruh. It was Sylus' birthday. I think maybe Caleb's myth was close and I just could not. But hopefully I'm safe. I think Caleb's birthday is next. So I should be safe for like, what, 2 weeks or so from pulling? Oh, not the gold color. We'll skip that. All right, have enough? Yeah. So after this, I'm gonna start spending money. Chika-chan, hello, welcome. I hope you're doing well. White-haired man? Yes, the white-haired man is the best boy. All right, I'm gonna have to start spending, so give me a sec. Okay, hold on. I gotta go buy stuff from the store. But you guys definitely should not see all of my passwords and stuff, so give me a sec while I buy more pools. Oh wait, hold on, never mind, hold on. I'm a liar, I can do 1 more pool, then I have to buy pools. I think we're good, hold on. I didn't check, we should be good. Oh, we have 2 more, I forgot the number. I was just playing Ensemble Star, so the numbers confused me, but we should be good. Sylus, I need you to come home next pool, sir. All right, I'm at the point where someone has to come home, and I need it to be Sylus. Bro, Sylus, let it be you and not anyone else. Show me the crow feathers. Show me the crow feathers. Crow feathers, Sylus? Please? Oh my god, wrong Sylus card. There's no shot. Oh, wrong card. They gave me Sylus, but it was the wrong card. Now I actually have to spend money, okay. Wait, hold on, 1 more. Bro, Sylus, I swear to God. They really said, haha. Wait! Crow feathers, show me the crow feathers. Sylus, please? Come on, keep on. Let's go! Okay, we finally got him. Bro literally takes all my gems. Dear God, we finally got this man. Okay, we're good. Oh, thank God. Okay, we got best boy. No one else matters at this point. Thank you, sir. Okay, we got him. That's all I cared about. Thank you, okay. What's next? 75 pool? Fuck, I need his outfit. Shit, hold on, y'all. I need to get the limited outfit too, so I'm gonna have to pull again. How is it? Where am I at? I'm at 50. I'm at 70. I need to make 5 more pulls. Yeah, honestly, he's been really nice to me and it's really shocking, so I always get scared. I'm just so scared one day I'm going to spend a lot of money, but I've been doing good in his pools. Thank God I'm so lucky in this game. So I do need to get his outfit, and that's like 5 more pools. So hold on, let me buy those real quick, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just buy those 5 pools so I can go ahead and get his outfit. So give me a sec. So buy that. What pack do I want to do? Well, is this equal total? It should be fine. I have to do all 3? Yeah, all 3. Okay. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and do this one, and then we can get his new outfit. Bro. There we go. So I started doing the little fingerprint thingy that they have on phone instead of you putting in your password or code. And this is the most finicky thing I've ever seen. It barely works for me. It's just ridiculous. I've redone it like so many times. This is like Mr. Love Queen Choice, but 3D. So I think it is the actual same company. Enfold, Paper Games, whatever you want to call them. I think it's the same company, actually. Okay. Oh, not shop. Don't look how much I spend. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and just do it as single pulls, because I don't... Wait, actually? Yeah, we're just gonna do single pull. And we're just gonna do 5 single pulls, so I can go ahead and get Sylus's new outfit. I'll never use the fingerprint thing. I attempted it because I keep on forgetting my damn passwords when it comes to Google, and I buy so much gacha pools, but it barely works, and I've changed my password like 5 different times. All right, 2 more, and then I can get his outfit. The game was popular too back then. I've heard of it, but I've never... I think I tried streaming it maybe 3 years ago when I first started streaming, but I just never stuck with it. All right, there we go. Okay, that's all I needed. I just need to get Sylus's outfit. All right, so give me a sec while I get that. So right, so at this point, like, I think I know it, and then I type it in and it's wrong. And then when I ask me to enter a new password, when I reset it, it says can't use the old password. I'm just thinking, what the hell? What are those people? So which one is Sylus? Hold on, before that's Xavier's. Is Sylus the black pants? Of course, Sylus is the one with the black pants. Okay, yeah. So we'll get this one for Sylus. Thank you. Ooh, okay, we're gonna go ahead and switch his outfit then, now that I have that.
You have something urgent.
Hi, buddy.
Tell me. I'm all ears.
All right, sir, you're gonna get a new outfit. I'm gonna take you out of your birthday fit. And we're gonna, ooh, oh, right, the chain. I saw this outfit and y'all, where is this chain leading down into? Like, is it around his cock? And did you think? I'm just looking at it like, sir, where does this chain go? If I pull it, what happens here? But there we go, with the mullet, the glasses. Do I want to keep the kitty ears? Oh, the flowers are really nice though. Wait, forgot he had the horns. Ooh, wait. This works. I might have to change his tail. I'm gonna take off the tail. There we go. Just give him the horns. There we go. Ooh, the back part? Can I? Thank you. I wish I could zoom down and see his tootsies, but I can't. But can I? Damn, I can't zoom in either. Guys, please let me zoom in on his titties, but it's fine. Okay, yeah, I like this look. Okay, I might do this. Was there any other accessories? I really love the glasses so much. I think that's fine. Do I have earrings? I have this butterfly one, but I don't like the look on it for this outfit. They got the earpods. Oh my god. I need to get these one day. Okay. Oh, they got face decorations. Wait! Hold on, Sylus. I need to find a nice outfit so I can put all these stickers on his face because that will look really cute. Okay. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Give me a sec, y'all. We're gonna read the story, I promise. I'm just getting distracted. Okay, yeah, okay. So Sylus, you're gonna be wearing this for me, buddy. You looking nice? Yes, there you are. Hello, sir. Wait, did I unlock something else? Did I use this before?
You're here.
Touch the titties?
Here. Listen closely. There's no need to tell me. I already know.
He's so good. Any new characters coming in Love and Deepspace? As far as I know, it's only these 5 love interests. There are people assuming there's gonna be a 5th, because like in the space under Raphael's name, it kind of looks like there'd be a 6th love interest, but no one really knows for now. There hasn't been any hints as far as I know. Honestly, I'm perfectly fine with the 5 we have. Sylus will always be best boy. Like, no one ever is gonna take his spot, so they can add a new guy, but only Sylus for me. Alright, so let me collect the stuff. Okay, I want to check one more thing in the shop. Exchange. I'm still going through the missions. Bro, I can't believe they brought this damn thing back. Lunar shop. Can't get anything there yet, but I'm fine. Was it Hearthstand or chocolate? Wishing well, that's what I wanted to look at. Okay. So I do have enough to get another 5-star. I have all of Sylus's 5-star, so I'm good for now. I probably will get a dupe of his 5-star later, but we'll see how I feel. Okay. So get that. And we'll get that. Event. Let me collect my thingies. Okay, now we're actually gonna start the event stories for every single character. Obviously first I'm gonna start with Sylus. After is the order probably Sylus, Caleb, Raphael, Zane, then Xavier. We'll go in that order and we'll see how we feel. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start with Sylus. I have not read the prologue. I definitely skipped through that thing, so I wanted to get to the event page real quick. Bro, desert, where the hell are we?
Are all the flower gardens in Lincoln this barren, kitten?
It's supposed to be a flower garden? I am so sorry. I did not expect this. Make sure it sounds all the way up, actually. Okay, we're good. I sigh. Open up the Planet Lab event forum on my phone and give it to Sylus. Judging by the photos people posted, that doesn't seem to be the case. Still, none of the gardens are perfect. Some are too far from water, and others hardly get any sunlight.
Well then, I guess what we're missing here is an actual garden.
The garden caretaker, an auto that looks like a mechanical butterfly, flitters around us to provide information.
Welcome. I'm delighted I get to introduce you to this garden.
Thank you. Hello, welcome.
According to the research center's data, the chance of drawing this spot was 1 in 1,000. You're incredibly lucky.
Doesn't seem like it.
It may look empty now, but it used to be stunningly beautiful.
Sylus fiddles with the auto's butterfly wings. Then he puts it on my shoulder. The robot projects an image of a field of flowers that thrived in the past. There's a residual injury trace from a wanderer here. I guess a wanderer attack destroyed this place.
When a wanderer attack causes protocore energy to burst, it's just as bad as a volcanic eruption. It probably destroyed the soil. I guess our first challenge is soil remediation.
Bro, I actually got a garden? I'm not that good, though. So you're saying it's practically impossible to grow anything right now? I crouch down and poke the hardened, scorched ground with a small trowel. Something feels off. Wait, how do you know all of this?
I just remembered I passed through here before. If we want to get technical, well, the more I look at it, the more familiar it feels. I'm pretty sure I came here to deal with a misbehaving brat at some point.
Bro, that was a bit of hatred in the way you said brat. So, are you going to adopt this land or pay back old debts? Bro, every time he gets close to me. Bro, prettiest eyes. I hold out my hand, and Sylus helps me up. I try to smear dirt on him, but he stops me by pressing one finger on my forehead.
If it's a debt, we'll settle it together. As for adopting this garden, the whole family has to pitch in. That includes you.
Me? I feel like I ended up with a shameless boss man who guilt trips people in the name of responsibility. Sylus takes the pruning shears from me and hangs them. Then he gently wipes away the dirt from my hands.
If you're talking about Luke and Kieran,
Are they not here helping?
I never intrude on their personal time.
But you intrude on mine! That's very thoughtful of you.
It's better than the Hunters Association calling you in the middle of a private date.
Ooh.
So, why don't you join the dark side and be my partner in crime?
Grinning, I intertwine my fingers with Sylus's and lead him toward the little cabin by the garden. Grow me a whole field of flowers, and I might consider it.
Does your boss at the Hunters Association plant flowers for you?
Huh? Of course not.
That means I'll have to adjust your job description if you work for me, kitten.
What does that mean?
I don't grow flowers for an ordinary employee.
I thought I was your girlfriend, though, not an ordinary employee. Can I get some privileges? Bro, the looks he give me! Alright, Sylus. So we're working with a flower bed that's not really a flower bed. After wrapping up our planet lab tasks, we quickly receive soil improver as our airdrop. Okay, so we got something. Is this not enough? The soil still looks the same. Sylus quickly reads the soil improver's formula.
There's nothing wrong with the soil improver.
I pour some more into the soil pit. The soil still seems to be lacking nutrients. It isn't retaining the soil improver energy. Sylus opens the seed capsule in his palm, picks up a tiny seed, and drops it onto the scorched earth.
If we channel energy directly into the seed, it can grow without soil.
The seed is tiny, though. It'll take an incredible amount of precision to control the strength and the amount of energy you put into it. You usually go big or go home. Are you sure you can handle something this delicate?
Let's find out.
With a powerful energy pulse, the newly planted seed trembles and then pushes up a tiny sprout. So he can just do that? Can we all do that? It worked!
I can make it bloom now, if you want.
A black-red mist coils around the seedling and forces it to stretch upward. This feels like a literal forced growth.
Not every plant has a long growth period. Maybe this species matures quickly.
Almost as if to prove Sylus's point, the seedling shoots up. With a soft pop, a new bud appears.
See? It's about to bloom.
With you manipulating it. But the leaves tremble pitifully, as if they're buckling under a heavy weight. I can't help but feel like something's off. I just realized something. Aren't we cheating?
If this counts as cheating, then evolvers and people who have experience with plants shouldn't be participating in the event.
So we are
I saw
cheating.
someone on the forum this morning who used their evol to create a Queen of the Night with a color gradient.
Wait, is it allowed then? I guess if it's not in the rules, you can't use your powers. Someone can do that. So, looking on a forum is your idea of a bedtime reading. As soon as the words leave my mouth, there's another pop. The flower, now reaching my calf, bursts into bloom. Is it blooming or exploding? The term evolve is similar in both games. Yeah, they definitely did that one on purpose when they created the game. And the culprit behind this looks unfazed. Before I can continue, The flower that just bloomed wilts and crumbles. There's nothing left but a ring of powder. So using our powers might not help us in this situation if the flower just died. Well, at least we confirmed the species isn't a fast bloomer. Sylus's expression is priceless. Stifling my laughter, I poke the soil with my trowel. The good thing about your evil is that it helped the soil improver be more effective. Look, this spot is slightly better. We'll just have to complete more missions to earn enough soil improver for the whole area.
We also need to tweak these seeds.
Bro, please, not manipulate their DNA. Then let's plant some and keep the rest as backup. If none of them bloom, I'll just roast the leftovers and snack on them.
That's not a bad idea.
I glance at his mirthful gaze and can't help but smile.
This will take a while, and commuting to this place every day is a hassle. The flower garden itself is still a disaster, but the cabin seems usable.
Bro.
Before we mess with the seeds, we should fix our living space first.
How? Even though the cabin is just usable, you're still planning on living in it?
It'll be more than usable.
Yep.
Once I'm done with it.
With all your money and connections. The sunset stretches our shadows on our way home as we walk toward the warmly lit cabin. The first step is to hang a sign on the door, a wooden one preferably. We should maintain the old-fashioned aesthetic.
What will it say? Anakindness's Annex or Hunters Association branch?
How does our barely usable home sound? Dust softens Sylus's eyes, and he smiles.
If this is going to be our home, we can't settle for barely usable.
Oh, Sylus, do not do this to me, man. Bro, we're just starting. I can't just be melting in my seat already. Alright, so we gotta fix up our cabin. How's he gonna do that? Sylus is kind of tall. I think he's like 6 foot something. For some time, Sylus and I have been staying near the garden. We carefully look after our seeds that we just planted. Under the hot sun, I'm crouching by the edge of the plot. I'm writing down notes about our plant's growth. They've been droopy these past few days. How long are we out here for? Hold on.
The soil has enough nutrients. It must be something else.
Wearing gardening gloves, Sylus bends down to check the leaves. His profile is blurred by the light. I guess we'll have to consult an expert. Little butterfly, why do our flowers look unhealthy?
They need a lot of water at this point in their growth cycle. Ideally, you'd already have an irrigation system.
Do we not have one? Are you talking about sprinklers? Can't I use a hose?
You could, but you'd have to take shifts to water them around the clock.
Oh wow, why are flowers and plants so high maintenance?
How often do we need to switch shifts?
Sylus, I swear to God, do not.
How many wings do I have?
2?
Every 2 hours then. And you can forget about sleeping.
Oh my God. Sylus, we're not switching shifts every 2 hours and watching these plants 24/7. Sylus looks at the little mechanical butterfly and smiles cryptically as black-red mist envelops it.
Just so you know, I can give you 3 to 4 wings.
Bro,
Even
is
24 of them. I'm skilled at doing modification.
I can't tell if he's threatening little butterfly or if he's just bribing them at this point.
What are you
Bro,
doing?
hello, Sylus. Please, it's just a little guy. I narrow my eyes at the butterfly that's floating helplessly in front of me. How this ends will depend on your action. Oh, I'm in on it too. Okay, I guess we're threatening the poor guy. Since we're working tirelessly day in and day out, can't you get us a sprinkler system as a reward?
The existing water supply can't be converted into a sprinkler system. You'll need a stable, large source of water.
I shoot Sylus a look, and he understands what I'm implying. He tightens his grip, and the auto starts beeping.
Warning! Warning! Violating the rules will reset all your in-game points.
I sigh and gesture towards Sylus to release it. I enjoy that we just gotta give Sylus a look, and he knows to hurt this thing. We got that solid communication going on. I guess we'll have to find a water source ourselves.
We don't need to look. There's a lake on the mountain.
Mountain climbing, Sylus. And sure enough, there's a lake. However, it's contaminated with metaflux from a wanderer's rampage. We can clear it out. Should I use my resonance? Or do you want to purge the contamination yourself?
I don't feel like choosing.
You leaving it up to me? The energy from our resonance flows through our tightly clasped hands. It instantly sweeps away the traces of past chaos and contamination. Let's hope nothing else is wrong with the water.
Should I drink it? Then we can see what happens.
Absolutely not. Drinking unfiltered lake water is a terrible idea.
I doubt it turned me into one of those legendary mountain spirits you like reading about.
Something far worse could happen. Pretending to be serious, I take his hand, and acting as if I'm injecting him with something, I poke his arm a few times. I'll have to take you to the hospital for blood tests. We need to see if you got infected with any weird bacteria. Then everyone will know that Aquinas' boss man drank dirty water. Doesn't that scare you?
Are you treating me like a child now?
Grown-ups don't chug water from random lakes. Keep that in mind, boss kid. Sylus would probably be able to beat a brain eating up meatball. Oh my god, I definitely can see him just using his evol to just squash it, and then he's just alive and well, like nothing. He's like, you know, it's just a little scratch. Of course I would beat it. As soon as I laugh, he flicks my forehead like always. I rub the spot, but I don't mind. Then I drag him along for a lakeside inspection. My watch says the lake has returned to being safe. I guess we can use the water now. Sylus brushes aside some gravel near the lake's edge. A tiny cluster of wildflowers struggles to bloom. Its leaves quiver in the breeze and release a faint energy wave. I glance at Sylus's right hand. What's that?
It's a small, harmless life form made of energy that hides in the wildflowers. The energy from our resonance must have attracted it.
A few dark red specks of light rest on the back of his hand. As I reach out to try and get a closer look, they fly away. They settle on another wildflower nearby, and its wilted leaves begin to perk up slightly. Wait, do they help plants grow? We should take some back to our garden. I signal Sylus to follow me quietly, but these creatures are too alert. They slip past my fingers and dart behind me. I spin around and crash into Sylus's chest.
Did you ask me to follow you just so you could ambush me?
Why didn't you move? I thought you saw it coming.
Why would I move away from you?
Bro, hold on. I gotta save that line. Hold on. Yeah, we gotta save that line.
Why would I move away from you, though?
Oh, that's so cute. Okay. A net of black-red mist rises up and ensnares a dark red speck. Then it presents the energy remote to me.
You should have told me you were hunting.
One isn't enough.
When you have absolute power, there's no need to overcomplicate simple matters. Instead of chasing them, you can lure them in. Use what they want as bait.
Sylus opens his hand and holds it out to me. Before we resonate, I watch his fingers intertwine with mine, one by one. There's no space left between them.
I'm not sure if this trick will work on those energies.
Oh!
But it always works on you.
Bro, just present his hand and I'll hold it. Really caught me, okay. I can see why is it hard to progress the story. You get distracted by these hot men, bro. Sometimes I play and just stare at this man staring at me, and I'm sitting 20 minutes in one scene. With a proper sprinkler system, our flower garden made it through its second growth phase. I grab my Planet Lab research log first thing in the morning and head to the garden. He's wearing his birthday outfit! Not bad. There are already buds. It's all thanks to the sprinkler system that you built.
And our little red specks that we persuaded.
Persuaded, sure. Arms crossed, I watch those tiny red dots flit busily among our thriving plants. Mephisto, who's perched on my shoulder, turns his head and flies to the flower garden. Mephisto's here too? My little crow buddy! Mephisto, did you have a bad dream? Look at the little cutie! My flowers, Sylus, we're doomed. Bro, is your bird messing up my stuff? A strange parrot huddles pitifully near my hand. It looks like a prisoner who got bullied.
If we didn't catch it in time, you'd be the one having nightmares right now.
Looking at the gnawing buds scattered on the ground and her spooked red specks, I feel dismayed. Why must a graceful-looking bird be a greedy little thief? Sylus's laughter, accompanied by Mephisto's cawing, does nothing to help me calm down. If you two keep laughing, you'll be the ones I vent my frustration on.
This parrot has an injured wing.
So what is it doing here? Is it someone else's? No wonder it looks pitiful. But I still feel sorry for the buds and red specks.
Then let's help it recover first. We can punish it later, kitten.
Alright. There's no shot. Wait, can I? Crap, I can't save that line. No! That is hilarious. Bro. Who said that for it to repeat that? Sylus looks kind of pissed though. Bro, I didn't teach it that, I swear. My sympathy for the parrot quickly fades. It's replaced by irritation that's aimed at Sylus. So, even while you're stealing, you're still picking up new lines. You're quite the multitasker. Fine, since you're so talented, retreat that wing before we talk about the punishments.
I'm used to dealing with injured birds.
Bro, I don't trust you with this bird now, considering what it just said. Expressionless, Sylus takes the parrot, parts his feathers, and checks the wound.
This wing is a lost cause.
Please do not tell me that. It can't fly again? Panicked, the parrot flaps its wings, but is trapped in his firm grip. It's giving animated villain henchman energy. The parrot's trying. Judging by its leg band and speech, it's someone's pet. Once we're done, I'll post a picture of it online and see if I can track down its owner. Now that it feels somewhat safe, the parrot becomes quiet and slumps again. Bro, there's no shot we really just found a parrot. Sylus sits on the sofa, while I temporarily place the parrot, now treated, on top of his head. Can I get a photo of that, please?
Am I a bird next?
At this point, yes. It'll only be for a minute. Let me take a picture. I quickly press the shutter button, but the restless parrot ends up as a blur in the photo. Why is it so energetic? Did our flowers have some special effect on it?
It's just nervous.
When I give him a skeptical look, Sylus leans back and pulls me into his lap. Bro, they really serving us. I might as well just take me a nice little screenshot. Can I get your face a bit more center? There we go. There we go. Thank you, sir. He lowers his head so his nose brushes against my ear. The parrot slides onto my head.
It's scared of me. However, it won't move around if it's on your head.
I wonder why it's scared of you, buddy. At some point, he grabbed my phone and took a picture. In the photo, our hair is mingling, and the parrot has perched on my head. So it likes me, huh? I guess I do have a way with birds. Mephi must be an exception.
Birds don't show affection by staying still.
Maybe it likes the smell of my shampoo. I'll replace all your shower products at Unkindness Base with mine next time.
Suit yourself.
Honestly, he would not mind if I just switched all of his products to the stuff I use. I hear rustling above my head, so I turn on my phone's front camera. The parrot is busy preening, is even attempting to tuck a feather into my hair. In the picture, the feather is a brilliant hue, and Sylus' expression is equally colorful. So, that actually means it likes me, right?
Give me your phone. I'll post the lost pet notice.
Mephisto. Ooh, Sylus is gonna love the products I use on my hair, honestly. Alright. So we got a cute little birdie. Hopefully we can get it back home, and hopefully our garden is doing good. Before we knew it, the flower buds are about to blossom, yet the cold weather has caused them to stall. Sylus, hold the flashlight a little higher.
After this, let's call it a night.
They should be in full bloom, so why aren't they blossoming? With a worried sigh, I switch off the flashlight. I can't look anymore. It's just stressing me out. The Planet Lab staff came by and says the special case that needs further study.
If it really bothers you, let's do something else for now.
Make out?
You mentioned building me a trellis, right? Well, the materials arrived.
A trellis, is it? Kind of like a gazebo-ish, but with flowers? I think I have it in mind, but I don't know how to describe it properly. I might as well start on it. My mind is racing, so I can't fall asleep. I wouldn't be surprised if he one-shot mixes all together to get over with it, though. Sylus? Never. Not with his glorious hair. He takes care of that. It's not long before we build a trellis. We then place it near the vines.
You're sweating a lot. Do you feel better now?
Yeah. Now, let's get these vines on it. Ooh. I climb onto Sylus' shoulder, holding me by my knees. He boosts me up so I can guide the vines into place. My thighs around this man's head? Yes, please. I know he's enjoying himself right now. Do I just need to squeeze my legs a bit? The vines loop around my wrists. I glance at my hand and get a mischievous idea. Sylus, give me your hand. I twist the vine around both our wrists. We're bound together.
I feel like I've been in this situation before.
I'm in control, though. You can't escape.
So you're offering yourself as my chain? I'd be an idiot to say no.
Oh, every time he does a little gravelly type voice at the end. I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna listen to that
So
again.
you're offering yourself as my chain.
That part there.
Idiot to say no to that.
Shivers. Sylus shifts his weight and pulls me into his arms under the trellis.
If you want to see the flowers bloom, there's a method we can use. Luke and Kieran found out that those specks can do more than just energize a plant. If we collect enough of them and feed them a certain amount of energy, the flowers can bloom early, just for you.
Oh, don't get me crying, sir, please. Is this supposed to be a simple story? Under the lattice of vines, Sylus caresses my hand and unleashes his energy again. Those crimson specks for the mountains, flooded like a dark red galaxy. They drift into our garden. They settle on the buds, and under the serene moonlight, we hear a series of soft crackles. They're blooming.
Don't worry, I'm not forcing them to grow this time. I'm used to destroying any obstacle with brute force, but tonight, you only want to see the flowers bloom.
Flowers that should have blossomed at noon unfurl their petals. This radiant sea under the night sky is like a shimmering skirt on the barren mountainside. It's breathtaking. I'm spellbound for a while. As the night deepens, the warmth of his arms remain unchanged. I'm still not switching to the dark side, but can these field of flowers be a gift just for me?
There's more. In this field of flowers, we won't just stand here and appreciate the plants.
Oh? He picks me up and carries me and finds a comfortable spot. The sweet fragrance envelops us. I pick a few flowers and weave them into a vine around his wrist. Each blossom brushes against his hand like chastised kisses. This is my gift. He lowers his gaze and turns his hand over, fingers tracing the vine. He guides my wrist closer, then he gently kisses the flowers. His warmth seeps through the petals. It traces my fingers, knuckles, and wrist. Every touch makes them feel impossibly delicate.
And this is my return gift.
You're gonna end it like that? Oh my god, please no. I love soft Sylus so freaking much. Oh my god. Boyfriend applications, yes. Requirement, be Sylus. If you're not Sylus, do not even bother applying. Ah, ending already? I need more Sylus. It's the last day of the event, and Planet Lab staff show up early at our garden. Still rubbing my eyes, I open the cabin door. A staff member is beaming with excitement.
It's a miracle! Growing something this amazing from such terrible soil. How did you do it?
My boyfriend is just that amazing. Sylus, they're here for an interview. As soon as Sylus peers out, the staff member's enthusiasm dims a little.
We improved the soil, got water from the mountain, and
Bro,
took care of it every
that
day.
sounds boring as hell, but he's kind of telling the truth.
What a straightforward explanation.
A great result doesn't always mean a complicated process was involved.
Noticing Sylus's interest in elaborating, the staff member turns to me.
Then could you go into more detail?
Ah, I kind of just went along with what he did, to tell you the truth. Suspecting we'll be here forever unless we give them a story, I put Sylus back in the spotlight. Well, it's mostly thanks to this gentleman's dedication at every waking hour. He built the trellis, improved the soil. He also put together the irrigation system and brought in these energy specks you see floating around. Seeing the staff member's eyes light up, Sylus finally cuts me off. Bro, just take them. Just answer the questions.
The real secret is those specs. They're all over the mountain, by the way. Ask them for details. It'll be faster.
After sending the staff members on their way, Sylus moves down the strands of my hair that are sticking up.
Are you trying to put me on the front page in a different way?
I think you enjoy it.
With something like Mr. Sylus, gardening expert.
Perfect name for you, though. I'm just genuinely proud of you, okay? I sit on the swing under the trellis. My eyes are half closed as I enjoy the gentle breeze and the faint floral scent. I am humming. Sylus, do you feel like the flowers have changed somehow?
Are you saying my singing is so good that it's making them bloom?
When you canically have a horrible singing voice, okay, buddy. No, I was just trying to say that it felt like you were singing them to sleep.
Their taste in music has room for improvement, I guess.
Bro, just put on some ensemble stars and they'll be perfect. I lean back against his chest and listen to his humming and heartbeat. My eyelids grow heavy. Weird. Either you've gotten better at singing, or I've heard it so much that I'm used to it now. The thought of Sylus actually practicing singing? Bro. Info, if you're listening, give me an idol banner. I'm begging you. I need this man in a cute idol outfit, dancing and singing. I will drop hundreds and hundreds of dollars on that banner alone just to collect every single guy. It's actually really soothing. Bro.
I'm already doing my best. There is no room for improvement.
Then I've gotten used to it. Sylus wraps an arm around my waist. After I yawn, he lifts a hand to provide shade for my eyes.
What's wrong with getting used to it?
It's good, actually. The flowers are amazing. Your singing is great. Your strength is incredible. And our little cabin is even better. When you first saw the awful patch of dirt, were you tempted to just destroy it? A gentle breeze carries warm air over us. Sylus gently moves the swing and answers, without much hesitation.
No matter how bad the soil is, we can always grow something beautiful. And that's because I have all the time in the world with you.
Oh, bro, let me save that one. Hold on. Bro.
And that's because I have all the time in the world with you.
Do not end it like that. Oh, of course. Can I get more? That was too quick. Sylus, buddy, that was too quick for my taste. Give me more. Oh, okay. I really like that one. That reminds me of K-pop idol sub wars when they try to pass the mic back and forth to not speak. Bro, Sylus was dead set on not speaking. He was like, here are the little details. That's all you need to know. Nothing else. All right, let me collect my rewards. All right. Next we have, who do I want to do? I think I said Caleb I want to do next. All right. Caleb, let's see how his is. As soon as the lottery results appear, Caleb swiftly snatches my phone away. Excuse you? Hey. They are short as hell. I need these event stories to be longer. I turn and try to grab my phone, but just as my fingers brush against it, it spins once through the air before landing right side up in Caleb's palm. Caleb and his damn gravity powers.
Oh, this is...
This is the outfit he's wearing. The people memed and say he looks like a member of Big Time Rush. How is it? Let me see. He doesn't budge, so I shake his arm. Caleb. Caleb rotates the phone and lowers his arm so I can see the screen.
Is this the plot you wanted?
The screen shows a lush green hillside, but the small flower bed is covered in rocks and gravel. The scenery is nice, but can we grow anything there? Bro, chill. I don't know why you in a big time. Oh god, do not. I cannot handle this.
What can't I grow is what you should be asking. After all, you had the determination to stay up all night to beat my high score in a video game.
While Caleb's attention is elsewhere, I quickly take back my phone. I wonder what's inside the starter pack they prepared for us. Just as I'm about to sit back on the sofa, I suddenly lose my balance. With a strange, weightless sensation, I have nothing to grab onto. Off balance, I grasp Caleb's shoulders to steady myself. What are you doing?
We've seen the lottery results. Can we eat now?
He tilts his head towards the dining area. Piping hot dishes already laid out on the table. Put me down. I can walk there myself.
I'd rather not have you walk while looking at your phone at the same time. Why don't you leave this short trip to me?
True to his word, he takes my wrist and leads me to the dining table as if I'm a balloon.
Aren't you gonna look at your phone? We only have 7 steps.
Wait,
left.
bro!
Now it's 6.
Caleb, you big dummy. Bro, Caleb's not gonna like, when I eat dinner, I gacha grind at the same time. I cannot pay attention to you and gacha grind at the same time, buddy. Ooh, ours is more of a camping experience. Okay. On the first day of the event, we arrive at Lincoln's outskirts. After I finish unpacking our luggage, I turn around to look for Caleb. He's already chatting with the campground manager on the patio. Did you bribe the guy to give me the plot I wanted? Are you using your authority? Sir, I appreciate it, but my god, you gave this man an aircraft?
I just so happened to have bought an extra one. Think of it as a twisted. Well, I'll go ahead and get these tools done.
Oh my
Thanks,
god, there's no shot. You know, bro, I just happened to buy an extra aircraft and I just thought I could just give it to you. Caleb, you're ridiculous. I actually love that. That's so funny how out there this part is, but it's something Caleb would definitely do. Anything for me, isn't that right? Caleb turns and meets my gaze. He gives me a quick thumbs up. Thumbs up, buddy. Using the right tools, clearing the stones from the flower bed goes more smoothly than expected. Water flows steadily from the hose as Caleb wets the soil. I follow close behind him and add the nutrient solution. When did you get the extra model aircraft?
It was co-produced with the fleet. Extras are allocated to staff and can be redeemed at any time.
Wait, they said model, so it's not an actual aircraft. Okay. That makes me feel a bit better, but still. You read the manager like a book with just one glance. No wonder you got my grades from my classmate back then with just a few bubble teas.
What are you trying to imply?
You like bribing people, it's fine. As long as you don't get caught. I'm complimenting you. Caleb moves the hose and splashes water onto my boots. It's harmless, but the mischievous intent is clear. Caleb!
I learned about your grades to understand why you were upset. Likewise, I borrowed the campground manager's tools to make this flower bed exactly how you want it.
You know what? I honestly like it. Bro really said if that's what she wants or if that's how she feels, I'ma do it. I kinda like it. Floating droplets scatter prismatic light as Caleb finishes watering the last patch of soil. He turns to face me.
Are you satisfied with the flower bed now?
The fresh scent of grass and soil lingers in the air. Our little flower bed looks renewed. It's ready for the seeds to take root in it. Okay, bro, bribing people to get us better tools for our flower bed. Hopefully, our plants will grow pretty nicely compared to with Sylus. A few days have passed since we planted the seeds. Green sprouts have begun to emerge from the soil, but they're scattered about. The sprouts we got are growing well, but the rest? Did the sparrows eat them? Using my hand, I shade my eyes from the sun and look into the distance. A flock of sparrows is pecking at something on the grassy slope. They seem to be foraging.
Do you want to see what's in the care package? It might help.
It's finally here. Let me open it.
We should move to a safer spot first.
Looking down, I notice a small, bit tender sprout under our feet. I gasp and quickly crouch down to straighten the sprout. Meanwhile, Caleb pats down the loose soil around it. Some of these sprouts are really tiny. You wouldn't notice them unless you were looking carefully.
We planted the seeds at the same time, but they're sprouting at different rates. I guess every flower grows at its own pace.
I wish that event would have come out on Earth Month. Earth Month, not gonna lie. Earth Day? When is Earth Day? Taking a few extra days to sprout is no big deal. They're just like you.
Me?
Don't you remember how you were as tall as me as when we were kids?
So you can recall that, but not our school project?
Oh, past a few weeks back? I think the previous banners was like Caleb Myth and then Sylus B-Day.
We worked on it when we were still in elementary school.
Of course I remember. It was one of the rare times we could see eye to eye. Literally. Looking at how tall Caleb is now, I can't help but sigh. I thought I finally had a chance to catch up to you, but within 6 months, you suddenly towered over me.
You're making me sound like a beanstalk in a fairy tale.
Were you worried about not getting taller than me? After all, it might make you seem less mature to me. He rests his hand on my head as he stands, pulling me up along with him. He laughs. Did you use my hand as a way to get up, sir?
Was there ever a time you thought I was mature? Back then, you cared about my height more than I did. You even gave me your milk to drink. So, I was never really worried.
You're right. That means you grew this tall thanks to my milk. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Nope, I'm not gonna say anything. Seeing that Caleb has finished dusting off my palms, I take this chance to mercilessly mess up his hair. You never thanked me, and you used that height advantage to tease me. You always patted my head, put myself on the top shelves, and deliberately compared our heights.
Yeah, Caleb is an ungrateful, big, dumb meanie.
I'm gonna save that one. At least you know, buddy.
Should we punish that jerk by making him return the milk you gave him? With
It just might be because I read some smut manga earlier, but my mind's just going places. I'll let it slide. I wave my hand magnanimously and direct him to continue opening the package. The vacuum sealed bag opens up. Caleb pulls out a pile of fluffy straw. It's a scarecrow. Caleb examines it from every angle. Then he props up the scarecrow and pretends to be hesitant.
You know, this scarecrow is just like you.
I swear to God, Caleb. How so? It doesn't even have a nose.
It's the same height as you.
I fucking swear. We have to stay focused, ladies. Right? I'm trying to stay focused. No 30 thoughts right now. I can do those after stream. Bro, Caleb. I can kick your shins. I'm that short. Kick your knee down too.
If this scarecrow looked a little more human, it might be capable of scaring away the sparrows.
It just needs some clothes. After looking around, I take off my jacket and drape it over the scarecrow. And there, it looks much better now. Now our seeds will have a chance to sprout.
I hope so. It'll be a while before they bloom, and anything can happen between now and then. I was kidding. Is it actually raining?
Oh? Don't worry, it's just a drizzle. Think of it as free water for our flower bed. Oh, well, that seems like a drizzle. Thanks for jinxing it, Caleb.
You're welcome, person who's just as guilty.
Wait, I kind of like that line fit. Lottie's magical abilities include being a knee biter. Yup. If I can reach it, I will bite you and rip a chunk out. You're the worst offender here.
Let's take shelter first. We can save the arguing for later.
Caleb grabs my hand and pulls me toward the campsite. The rainfall intensifies and instantly envelops us. Bro, I love the cute teasing and banter between Caleb and the MC so much. After taking a hot shower, I step out of the bathroom. The downpour shows no sign of letting up, and in a matter of seconds, I'm hit with a sneezing fit. Already? Bro, I was outside for 5 minutes.
You're a jet engine now? I'm concerned you're gonna take off at a moment's notice.
Ooh. Y'all, I actually kind of like this outfit of Caleb. Hold on now. With the arms exposed too? You know what make it better? If they made the shirt a crop top. Just imagine Caleb in a crop top. Perfect. Let me take another one. There we go. You get one chance to rephrase your words.
Here, drink some ginger tea.
He hands me a piping hot mug. To my surprise, the ginger tea isn't as strong as I expected. It's mild and naturally sweet. Caleb sits on the bed, scoots back, and past the spot beside him.
Come here.
I sit down on the edge of the bed. From behind, he grabs a towel and wraps it around me before using it to dry my hair. It's pouring. I wonder if our seedlings will survive.
Our flower bed is on a slope. The water won't pool there. I also dug some drainage channels while we prepared the soil. They're not deep, but they should be enough.
Okay, so Caleb thought of everything. I didn't even think about the possibility of lots of rain drowning our flowers.
Oh, and I had some free time these past few days. So, I packed more soil around the seedlings that were growing more slowly. Their roots should be stable now.
Does this man just know a lot about gardening? Hello? How are you able to do all of that without me knowing?
Well,
Fuck off.
than you. I guess that means I have better foresight.
Shut up! Oh my god, bro. So infuriating. I jab my elbow back and earn a chuckle mixed with a grunt from him. His warm breath brushes past my neck. While I drink the ginger tea sip by sip, he continues drying my hair bit by bit. Caleb, you should give me a heads up next time you do these things. This is our flower bed. I want to take care of it with you, not cheer you on from the sidelines.
Well, what's wrong with cheering me on? Whenever I had a game, you were always the loudest one cheering for me from the stands. Even if you were mad at me just the day before.
Then you must have missed all those girls streaming for you. Oh, and all the guys.
It's to be expected that I only saw you. Do my eyes look like they can see?
Bro, Caleb, go away! Leave me alone, bro. I'm gonna say that one too. Caleb's the annoying side character that the protag ends up with because he's been there all along. That's what he kind of is. Affectionately, I get you, yeah, definitely affectionately. Like, MC's known him all of their life, basically. And so that they have this cute relationship with the banter and everything, and I love it. But bro's so infuriating sometimes. It's like, bro, get out of here, but I still love you.
I always play better when you're watching me.
I'll say that one too. I turn my head and feel the warm air touch my face as Caleb holds the air dryer. My hair is gently blown.
Stay still. I'm not done yet.
The sound of falling rain is quiet outside, and the warm air makes the room cozy. All the while, those undefinable feelings between us become warmer too. Ooh, I didn't mean to take a screenshot, my bad. I finish my ginger tea and taste the sharp spiciness of the ginger that has settled at the bottom of the cup. What was that? There's a commotion outside. Caleb and I turn toward the source of the sound. A brown dog is perched on the windowsill. It's persistently scratching the glass and fogging up the window. Someone's dog got lost?
It's nothing.
A brown blur dashes inside the moment the door opens. It misses its target and tumbles across the floor. Hey,
This is
buddy.
Casey. He's the dog that lives on the campsite.
Oh, okay. Campsite doggy. All right. Hi, Casey. I'm amazed. Even dogs are enchanted by you?
What do you mean? He saw me borrow kitchen utensils earlier and probably thought we were gonna cook something. That's why he followed us.
Upon hearing his name, Casey bounds excitedly towards Caleb. He forgot about his tumble.
Stop.
Although Caleb spoke in a quiet tone, Casey skids to immediate halt. His head is tilted as he waits for his next. Sorry, hello? Caleb already has control over the dog. Does that have that much authority in his voice?
Sit.
I kind of want to sit now, even though I'm already sitting. Casey stretches out his front paws, slowly lowers himself to the ground, and wags his tail obediently. Don't judge me for liking these, but I feel like I gotta like these.
Good boy.
If only he said good girl. Caleb pats his head as a reward, and Casey responds with a happy bark. Just sit again? Yeah, hold on, let me stand up. Oh, hold on. Hold on, let me stand up. Okay, I'm standing up, and then Caleb.
Sit.
Okay, and I sat down. There we go. That feels much better. I crouch down to pet Casey's fluffy head and notice a pouch under his neck. A small bit of paper is sticking out from it. A note?
Whoops, my bad. He's actually here to remind us about our meal. I made a
Oh,
reservation.
we have a reservation. Oh,
Yeah, I didn't cook anything. Are you disappointed?
a bit. You shouldn't assume things.
But I know what you're thinking.
A jacket drops onto my shoulders. Then Caleb reaches out to ruffle my hair.
It's cold outside. Wear my jacket.
All right. I slowly slip my arms through the sleeves. They're so long that only my fingertips peek out from the cuffs. Caleb's familiar scent envelops me. It blends with the lingering hints of ginger tea and rain until they become indistinguishable. Ooh, okay. Okay, Caleb, I see you, sir. All right, hold on. Let me plug in the charger from my phone so this thing doesn't die, because Love in Deepspace takes up so much battery power. All right. Already at 66%, bro. Okay, yeah. So we got the charging. Should be good to the end of the stream. It rained for the whole night. So, we go to the flower bed first thing in the morning to check on it. The seedlings prove more resilient than we expected. The heavy rain has only made them look more vibrant. Let's go, little sproutlings! There's no excess water at all. Caleb, you can be a farmer when you retire.
Working as a tutor, chef, and handyman, you already planned out my retirement. I'll be busy even as an old man.
I think I hear my cats outside my room. Hold on, let me check real quick. I think one of them wants to come in. Ugh. Is that a cat? It is! Come on, Bryce. Jojo, not you. You too? Come on, Jojo. Come on, Jojo. Jesus! Okay. Oh, both of you? Come here, Bryce. Ugh. Oh no. Lifting up my cat. He's heavy. There you go, buddy. There you go. Fur babies, yes. Both Jojo and Price have decided to brace me with their presents. What are you guys doing? You gonna sit? Okay, yeah. Okay, they're good. Oh, wait, hold on. Nope. Jojo, hold on. He's on top of my computer. Okay, Jojo. Go to the window. Window. Turn. Turn. There you go, buddy. What do you want? Okay, Jojo decided he wanted to leave even though he just gave in. But I still have Price and he looks like he's about to knock out beside me. As we talk, Casey runs towards us. He's happily pulling a small cart loaded with packages. Casey is a cute working doggo! The cart comes to a stop in front of us, and Caleb pulls out some freeze-dried chicken treats to feed Casey. Bro, Jojo is wild. I don't know why he likes sitting on my PC ever since I moved it. You're getting good at this.
Casey's our grade A helper now. We can count on him for all our package deliveries.
Bro, we always give Casey treats. Caleb takes out the packages and opens them. There are several mouse traps and a bundle of rodent-proof fences. Do we have a mouse problem?
I saw some holes when we first tilled the soil, so I bought these just to be safe.
Bro, Caleb's actually really working hard for this garden. Are there really mice?
Something's moving.
Do not do that! I jump to the side and land in Caleb's arms as he catches me. Was it a mouse?
I don't know.
Bro, fuck off! Are you messing with me again?
No, there are actually field mice in the grassy slopes nearby. Ask Casey if you don't believe me. The campsite manager said he named him Casey because the name's derived from a word that means vigilant. Casey's always on top of everything, even catching field mice.
Caleb keeps his arms around me. He carefully steps back to a spot away from the seedlings, then he lets go. Casey being productive, and my dog's been giving me her toy to throw for like an hour. Your dog's being productive too. Your dog trained you. That's what I see a lot of people say.
The field mice will eat the seedlings, so I'm gonna build a fence around the flower bed. Isn't it time for Caleb's personal assistant to report for duty?
Who? Who are you asking for? Sure as hell ain't me, right? You mean Caleb's special appointed assistant? I'm still picking out the tools and reading the second page of the manual when Caleb starts working. The manual says this is step 4, but you're already putting it together. What happened to the other steps?
Have I ever followed instructions when I build things?
It would be nice. So, I'm supposed to stand here and be your cheerleader when you're done? Hearing my complaint, Caleb turns his attention away from the tools, takes off his gloves, and playfully pinches my nose.
Your nose is all scrunched up. Are you that unhappy?
Yeah, I want to work too. What do you think?
It's a simple fence. I know I can put it together quickly.
Then, Why should I just sit here and watch you work? I might as well play with Casey then. Casey eagerly walks over, but Caleb gently coaxes him away. Caleb, hello?
No one's talking to you. You can play by yourself. Why don't we split up the work? You can follow the manual to build one half, and we'll see you finish.
No, that's a trap. You're gonna finish before me again. I just know it. This again. Don't you dare slow down on purpose, just so we end up as a tie. Bro, you're so infuriating.
You shouldn't assume things.
Nah, this man's gonna finish before I even finish reading the instructions. Sure. But I know what you're thinking. As a familiar banter returns, I notice Caleb's subtle expression of relief and feel my own tension melt away. These tools are under my jurisdiction as your assistant, and since this is a competition, I won't lend them to you. If you're up to the task, then you can show me how those model building skills can come in handy.
Should I be grateful that you left me with the materials at least? You did take all the tools.
Even with the handicap I created for him, Caleb still manages to finish his half of the fence a few seconds ahead of me. Oh, there's no winning with this man. Our fences finally meet, and they form a protective barrier around the flower bed. Nearby, Casey is crouched low to the ground. He's watching something move in the bushes. Dread washes over me. Caleb, look, over there. Just as Caleb looks up, Casey bolts forward. He tramples an entire row of seedlings and knocks over the scarecrow in the process. Oh, Casey, buddy. Proudly carrying a field mice from the bushes, Casey trots over to us with gleaming eyes. He's expecting us to praise him. I feel bad.
I figured this would happen eventually. We really do have our work cut out for us.
He caught the mouse, but he kind of ruined some of our little buddies. Our little sprouts. Our poor seedlings. Well, I guess we gotta start over for that part, right? Where'd my cat go? Bro, where the hell does... Oh, Price, really? What are you doing? Okay. Okay, he's just sitting by the door. Bro, these cats just do not know what they want. Over the past few days, our flower bed has continued to improve, thanks to Caleb's amazing handiwork. He even has someone bring in aerospace-grade polymer waterproof sheets from Skyhaven to build a raised shelter for our plants. Bro, there's no shot he imported materials from Skyhaven. He's actually really putting his all in this flower bed. But the flowers seem to be stuck in their buds. There are no signs of them being ready to bloom. I hope we won't have only buds when the event ends.
They'll be blooming later than expected, but we still have time. Let's wait for a bit.
He is extra. Bro is just trying whatever he can. The setting sun descends slowly toward the horizon. It paints a boundary at the place where orange meets blue. The weekend market has lit up the colorful lights. After Caleb and I finish our work at the flower bed, we decide to leisurely walk around. Our results are slightly concerning, but these past few days were really nice. It feels like we've been living the simple life in the countryside as we work from sunrise to sunset.
Time seemed to move slowly here at first, but now that the event is coming to an end, it feels like it flew.
Miss, would you like to buy some flowers? I grew them in game.
I might as well. Mine might not be growing. A large bundle of flowers sits in a bucket. The girl's parents smile warmly while they explain.
Our daughter grew these during the flower bed event. She just planted them however she liked.
I stared at the flourishing flowers in disbelief. Then I glanced at Caleb. Bro, what are we doing wrong? I can't believe someone's already getting results.
Mister, would you like to buy some flowers for the pretty lady? Pretty flowers are meant for someone special.
Not wanting to let him control the direction of the situation, I tried to refuse, but Caleb was already in the process of paying.
I'll take one bouquet.
Thank you, mister.
After walking for a bit, I pulled Caleb's arm. We didn't need to buy other people's flowers as substitutes, even if ours haven't bloomed yet.
I'm not trying to replace our flowers with this bouquet.
Then...
I bought them because they're beautiful.
Caleb gradually slows his pace. He speaks in a soft, contemplative tone, as if echoing a thought.
Also, beautiful flowers are meant for someone special.
I paused mid-step and clutched the bouquet tighter as I lowered my gaze. I studied the intricate patterns on the petals. But these aren't ours. I still want the flowers we grew ourselves. Am I being too stubborn? It's not the bouquet's fault. Caleb, who's already a step ahead of me, stops and looks back. Dusk orange and blue hues outline his hair. Before the silence can persist, Caleb reaches out to pat my head. The small distance between us is dissolved.
There will always be a result.
What if none of them bloom? Will that still count as a result?
Yes, even if it's not what we're hoping for. Regardless of whether the flowers bloom or not, they're the flowers we cultivated, protected, and watched over together. Even if none of them blossom, we can take what we've learned and plant new ones.
Tilting his head, he reaches out to me. There's no disappointment in his eyes. Instead, they shine with genuine contentment.
As long as you're willing to keep trying, our flowers will bloom someday.
Is there a hidden meaning in those words? Clutching our flowers, we walk hand in hand under the moonlight and head back. I can see Price out of the corner of my eyes. I think he's doing something. The flower buds in our garden have begun to unfurl. Although they haven't actually blossomed, they're waiting for that perfect moment. I think he's getting into my hair ties. Hold on, bro. Price. Here. Okay, buddy. I will clean that later. He just like dumped a whole thing of hair ties on the floor. They probably didn't have a dog trample their work. Probably. He just wants a new hairstyle. He likes chewing on the hair ties, but that's kind of dangerous for kitties that I've seen. I do not trust that he's not gonna eat it. He will eat that thing somehow. He eats rubber bands. Bryce, you okay, buddy? It's the last day of the event, and our flowers still haven't bloomed. Oh, they really aren't? Caleb seems much more at peace than I am as we sit side by side on the grassy slope. We stare at our flower bed. Everyone is posting pictures of their plot's prettiest flowers. They already put them in plots and are planning to take them home. I'm jealous.
Tomorrow this place will return to being a field. I'm really gonna miss it.
We didn't grow anything, so there's nothing to miss.
What I'll really miss is our short vacation together. I have to return to Skyhaven tomorrow. You won't feel sad about it this time, right?
I'll somehow manage. I won't. Under spring sunlight, Casey is chasing butterflies in our flower bed. I'm about to get up to stop him, but I end up sitting back down on the grassy slope. Never mind. He can play. These flowers won't be blooming anytime soon. But to my surprise, Casey only pounces a few times before quietly sitting down by the flower bed. Why is he well behaved today?
Maybe it's time for his afternoon nap.
Sure enough, Casey lets out a yawn before closing his eyes. Yawns are contagious. Watching Casey makes me yawn too. My eyes water a little. Caleb offers his shoulder. I lean against it and look up at the azure sky. The clouds drift and dance on a stage of boundless blue. I thought we were wasting time with nothing to show for it. But now I realize that this is exactly how a beautiful spring day should be spent. Several butterflies flutter about and make their way toward our flower bed. Caleb, you said our flower bed was empty. Why are there butterflies? Caleb and I exchange glances. Our drowsiness vanishes as we leap to our feet almost in perfect sync.
The flowers are blooming.
That quick? The butterflies land on a single flower that has quietly blossomed. It was unnoticed until now. More buds unfurl their petals. While those aren't in full bloom yet, they're definitely brimming with life. They really are blooming. I can't help but circle the flower bed in excitement. My movements wake up Casey, but he stays at the edge. Maybe he senses the flower that just bloomed. I'm taking some of these home. You should bring a few back to Skyhaven, and maybe we can bring some to the fleet's HQ. Caleb doesn't respond. When I turn around, I find him kneeling in the flower bed. He's gently cradling a flower.
I didn't think they'd actually bloom.
Maybe they just needed more time, and now they found the perfect moment. I kneel beside him, and I also cradle the flower. The warmth of his touch and the delicate petals beneath our fingers brings a smile to my face.
And once again, it's all thanks to you.
Because of my encouragement?
Because you were patient until the very end and never gave up. It doesn't matter what role you pick after you retire. You'll still need your trusty assistant.
Oh, Caleb, don't be sweet after all our little banter. You'd be surprised plants just do whatever they feel like? Really? Alright. Caleb's is really cute. Bro was irritating as hell, but I enjoy the banter he has with the MC. And I like this man just bribed people to get the flowers to bloom, to get all the materials. But in Caleb's instance, he kind of just uses his knowledge to help us out. Alright, so let me collect my little rewards. Claim all, thank you. And let's check supply real quick. Go ahead and just get what I can. Let's go ahead and get these. Can I get all 5? Yeah, I can. Okay, we'll go back. All right, and next I believe I said I do Raphael. So let's see how Raphael's story goes. I planted some beans and haven't paid attention to them, and they're like a foot tall now. Okay, look at you with your little green thumb. I tried to plant some cat grass and it was okay, but I forgot to water them and they all just dried up and died. On a seaside hillside, shrubs and flower beds form a small garden clearing with a camping tent set next to it. A staff member hands us Coastal Flowers, a guide, after assigning us to the seaside garden. I flip through it, and the illustrations remind me of a certain artist's style. Why do I see so many of your exhibition pieces here?
No wonder Thomas asked me for permission the other day.
Bro. I stopped turning the pages at the sight of a flower called the Wave Roll Lily. I'm captivated by his appearance. Raphael, look. Doesn't it look like the tide is blooming the land? The blue and white petals curl back like waves surging toward the shore. Watching my finger trace the page, Raphael seems surprised at first, then he smiles.
Good eye, cutie. You managed to pick out an old friend of mine.
It's not that hard when you painted a lot of the flowers in this book.
By old, I mean I can barely remember it because that much time has passed. These lilies bloom in shallow water. They're close to the sea, so you don't even need to leave it to find them.
So, you saw them before you lived on land? Raphael nods. He adjusts the projector inside the tent until shifting light and shadow transform our surroundings into a shimmering tidal flat. Alright, so you two go way back. Raphael takes the book from me and holds it against the projection. He chooses a spot where tiny fish are leaping out of the shallows.
To sea creatures, anything from the land, petals, leaves, blades of grass, has a special scent. Whether it's a curious fishy or a fierce predator, they're all drawn to the petals floating on the water's surface.
Captivated by his words, I unconsciously move closer to the projection.
See, here comes the fierce predator.
Realizing what he meant, I playfully lunge and pretend to bite Raphael's shadow that's on the tent. This fierce predator doesn't snack on petals. I'm after a certain fishy.
Well, as long as you're not worried about the staff coming back and finding you in the middle of your seafood feast.
I'll save that for another time. Maybe after Wave Jr. finally blooms.
That's the one you're going with? While my story was touching, this flower is kind of plain on land. Oh, the guide says it's finicky, hard to grow and stuff.
I give the peg hammer a resolute tap. I knew we were meant to find it today. Even if it's ordinary and picky, I'm planting it no matter what.
Okay, let's do it. It can't be any harder than my own adjustments to life on land.
Are you talking about getting motion sickness, disliking the sun, and the cats? He stops me before I can keep going. He snatches the peg hammer from my hand.
Cutie, saying any more than that would be rude. We'll do this together. Come on, let's start planting.
Alright, so they got us our little plot by the sea. Planting flowers by the sea seems interesting. Yes, are you talking about taking a little nibble out of Raphael? Because I want to do that too. Raphael's voice so clean. He's the one I can kind of look away from the screen and understand. He definitely is, honestly. That's why he was like my best boy before Sylus was introduced in the game. Raphael and I, feeling a little clueless, just stand there with our trowels and garden rakes. Oh no, do we both not know what to do?
We have to correctly mix the soil first. Do you think we can finish by nightfall?
Let's treat it as something we've done before. The instructions say it's kind of like how you mix paints.
Art usually helps me deal with boring chores, but I'm gonna need more than that.
Oh my god. Is gardening with Raphael gonna be insufferable? That still has an easy solution. We'll just treat gardening as an art project. Why are we starting our art project with sorting out these brownish black piles?
blame the staff who forgot to label the materials after dividing them up.
Dude wearing white. Bro, Raphael is in an all-white outfit and we're gardening. Did no one give him the memo? He should have known what we're doing, right? Watching Raphael roll up his sleeves and get to work, I realized something. Humans and Lemurians really aren't on the same wavelength. These subtle color differences must be as obvious to you as traffic lights are to me.
Probably. If Lemuria had traffic lights, you'd be buried in tickets.
It's okay. I'll just give them your name and let you take care of the fine. Why don't you share some Lemurian color detection secrets so we can speed this up?
Sure.
You took that long to think, okay. Raphael scoops up some mysterious brownish substance and holds it out to me. I don't want to touch that. Do I have gloves?
Come closer.
No, no thank you, Raphael. I think I'm good over here. Do not approach. I lean in, and the faint scent of coffee fills my nose. Oh, it's coffee grounds. Okay. We're using coffee grounds as fertilizer?
See, sniffing is the simplest way.
If that's how it works, then I think I can do it. Sniff him? I set aside my tools and lean in towards Raphael's face. I sniff a few times.
Huh?
I don't smell anything. Before I can move away, Raphael effortlessly hooks my arm and pulls me closer. My head lands on his shoulder.
Well, duh. You weren't close enough. How about now?
Okay. The top note is the sea breeze. And
So,
okay, thanks, buddy.
What's your conclusion?
This is a rare power called the Artist Appreciation. Oh, it's on auto. I didn't realize I clicked on auto. Oops. Why did music change? He slides his hand to the side of my neck, and warmth brushes past my ear. I can't tell if it's his fingers or his breath.
Don't move. Now it's my turn to figure you out.
While we're not the sexy music while we're gardening.
The top, middle, and bass notes captivate me. This definitely represents you.
Bro, can we not, like, potentially make out and have sex in the dirt, though? That's gonna be itchy and gross. Ooh, okay, that was a quick-ass scene. After passing the visual and scent tests, mixing the soil seems easy by comparison. Imagining my shovel as a paintbrush, I progress one scoop at a time. No, stroke by stroke. It's clumpy.
That's what happens if the paint gets too dry.
We pour some water on the dirt and break it apart with our hands. Since it's already sticky, I shape it into a tiny clay flower. Raphael tries shaping something too, but the crumbly soil ruins his masterpiece, so he starts drawing. Are those two chubby bees? Are they not? It's only after Raphael adds expressions to the cartoonish round faces that I realize my mistake. Oh, it's us! The final product is two cute chibi figures lifting my clay flower. I scatter a few colorful pebbles around, and our muddy artwork sparkles with life. Wave Jr. will be blooming with life in no time.
In that case, this drawing is perfect as our new beginning.
Once we planted the seedlings in the prepared soil, I decide to commemorate the occasion with a photo. But no matter where I aim, I can't find our mud art. That's weird. I swear it was here. Why is the ground wet? Did you water it?
Haven't you been holding the watering can? Actually, do you hear that? The sound of the waves seems to be getting louder.
We both sense something's off and look at the ocean. The waves are so high that they reach our elevated spot. Oh, the tide is rising? We're that close? Did we not prepare for this? Were we not given information about the tide? Okay then. Let's not drown. Raphael's gonna be fine, but I'm kind of stuck.
Due to the sun and moon's combined gravitational pull, the eastern coast is expecting a Perigean spring tide today.
While the news feed continues to be projected, Raphael and I race to save our newly planted flowers. Who gardens that close to water? Well, obviously us two. Definitely should have thought about that one, huh? Despite us acting fast, some seedlings were submerged in seawater for too long. They've already lost their vitality. Needing a safer spot, we redeem our Blossom Escape event rewards to borrow a temporary greenhouse. Why is it that every time I turn away, Wave Jr.'s tank temperature suddenly drops by 2 degrees? Raphael, did you secretly adjust the...
Whenever you turn away, you check every other plant and give them a makeover. Like you're basically their inspector.
I'm about to refute him when I notice there are leaves stuck in his hair. Somehow, he became a Raphael sprout. I think you're the one who needs to be spruced up more. I pluck one of the leaves in his hair, quietly leave another, and then nod. There, you're squeaky clean now.
You know, this place is kinda cramped, but there's plenty of oxygen at least. If only these plants didn't keep sticking their leaves out to say hello.
There's a bigger oxygen lounge inside. I just finished checking it out. Follow me. Stepping into the back garden feels like we entered a fairy tale forest.
This is nice. I feel like I can breathe more easily.
Yeah, oxygen's a wonderful thing. Why can't we invent something so powerful?
If you really want to produce oxygen, would you consider becoming a leaf sheep sea slug?
Raphael takes my hand and taps it.
They're only about this big, though.
What are they?
It's a creature that lives underwater. It can do photosynthesis. And it's cute and harmless like a lamb sometimes. But it can be prickly like a hedgehog when it wants to be.
It's so small, but you can see it from a variety of angles. Pretending his hands are holding a telescope, Raphael looks at me through the eyepiece.
Of course, cutie. I bet I can read all your expressions from this tiny space as well.
I copy what he's doing, and my field of vision becomes a pixelated blur. I don't believe you.
Do you want to put it to the test?
I reposition myself, so only a part of my face is visible.
Your cheeks are all puffed up. You must be trying not to laugh since you think your little trick worked.
Fine. You can read my face, even if I'm tiny. Raphael lowers his makeshift telescope, but he staggers as if he's dizzy.
I've been breathing the air here for too long. I probably inhaled something I shouldn't have.
What do you mean?
Look behind you. If the scent of lilies is too strong, you become lightheaded.
Seeing his eyes glaze over, I quickly cup his cheeks. I push the other flowers to the back of my mind. Then why am I okay?
Ooh, maybe it's because you weren't squinting at them like I was.
Bro. Raphael, his face still cradled in my hands, winks. I look behind me and see there are no lilies. Okay, buddy, okay.
Expressions can be deceiving.
The same can be said about words. I pat his head and brush away the leaf I purposely left behind.
You're more of a trickster than I am.
Okay, buddy. Our little plants. Hopefully it's gonna do good. Is my cat? Is he? Okay, yeah, he's playing with something. He's fine. All right, let me take a quick water break. All right, chapter 3. I be punching the air in front of him. Bro, his little tricks are hilarious sometimes. Hey, that resembles one of the flowers in the guidebook. It must be its tri-colored cousin.
Look to your right. There's a multicolored version too.
The planned hybridization center is packed with flowers in every color. But Raphael and I aren't here for fun. Do Wave Jr.'s buds think they're fruit? They keep falling off as soon as they appear.
If we had hurricane force winds last night, our tent would have been gone.
We learned that Wave Jr. was shedding buds because it had been moved around too much. So we decided to ask the experts for help. So it looks like we don't really know what we're doing at this point.
They are busy at the plant hybridization center. But if you two lend a hand over there, maybe you'll free up an expert who can assist you with your flower problem.
And that's how we ended up with the following mission objective: free an expert to save Wave Jr. But it's very difficult not to be distracted by so many gorgeous flowers and all the random thoughts they inspire. You named so many natural colors. What if you had to name these artificial ones?
I haven't tried that yet. Where should I start?
I point to a random flower with an orange-white color gradient. Its stamens are shaped like tiny snake tongues. I guess he'll choose something related to an exotic coral or poetic wordplay involving filtered sea light.
Mildly spicy, creamy curry, seafood soup.
Okay, sure. Is that the name of a flower or a dish?
When naming artificial colors, I thought it was better to use something humans already find relatable.
In that case, I go with barely spicy.
Oh, we have different opinions. I guess we need to sit down and debate it.
After a fascinating tour and some lessons, we practiced artificial pollination ourselves in the greenhouse. We did ruin a few flowers in the process, but at least the rest passed. What do you mean we ruined flowers? Bro, they just let us amateurs try and do something. We're gonna ruin this place. Gathering the extra petals into a small pile, I think out loud. It'd be such a waste to throw these away. Maybe we can use them as fertilizer for Wave Jr.
Or I can just, make you a flower crown.
That's good too. Raphael, who has a completely different idea in mind, crosses his arms and speaks with a languid tone.
Today's not our lucky day, huh? This is the second time we've disagreed.
Then let's compromise. We'll make the flower crown first, and the leftovers get to be fertilizer. Raphael doesn't respond. His gaze travels from my head to my neck. It finally lands on my wrist.
If I made a full set of accessories, I'd probably run out of petals. Wave Jr. would need to donate some. It's already doing well. Let's not spoil it with fancy fertilizer just yet.
What do you mean by full set of accessories? You might as well plant me in the garden at that point.
No, I'd take you out to sea and grow you hydroponically.
He twists the vine into a circle and carefully pins petals on it, one after another. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. My head is now a rainbow of blossoms. So your design philosophy is everything but the kitchen sink.
It's waste not, want not, thank you very much.
After giving him a mirror, Raphael lets me admire the beautiful flower crown from every angle. Noticing he's secretly taking photos, I slip the crown onto his head. Hand over your phone. It's my turn to play photographer. Just as I was about to take a picture, a few unwanted guests buzz into the shot. Oh, is it attracting bees? What's going on? Are they treating your head like a hive?
I guess the petals still had nectar on them?
It's a good thing I gave you the flower crown. I almost found myself in a pickle. Raphael waves him away, but he ends up doing more harm than good in the process. Now we're surrounded by pollen.
We never covered the stigmas with bags. There's too much pollination going on.
I guess we'll have to work overtime. Okay, yeah, we definitely do not know what the hell we're doing with our poor plant. It's interesting to see compared to Sylus and with Caleb, they knew what they were doing and they had plans involved. Us, we're kind of just fumbling. It's like, I guess we'll get some experts to help us out. Thanks to the experts' in-person help, we took every measure we could. And finally, Wave Jr.'s condition stabilized. That night, Raphael starts a bonfire with his evol, while I squat by the shrubbery and closely observe the vegetation.
Are you cold? Do you want to go in the tent?
No, I'm okay. I'm trying to pick out which crabs to invite for tonight's seafood feast.
In other words, our honored guests get to skip sitting down and go straight to the plate.
Raphael places something warm over my shoulders. He grabs my hand, just as I coax a tiny crab from the bushes.
I saw you shiver. And it just so happens that this blanket's been warming by the fire. Are you two playing rock, paper, scissors? If it uses scissors, you can't eat it.
Then, I'll just devour the big fish that landed in my net. Wrapping him and myself in the blanket, I motion for him to quietly observe with me. I can't believe these crabs can survive in the shrubs. How do they do it?
Are you planning to take some notes for Wave Jr.?
Wave Jr. is fine. It won't be long until it blooms into its own. It doesn't need my help. Hopefully it'll be fine, poor guy.
Don't be like these crabs and dig burrows at my place.
Feeling safe in our blanket fort, I act like I'm a crab and pinch Raphael's waist. Fine. I'll try something else then. Although my attack lands perfectly, I don't do it again. I pretend to lose interest and pull my hand back. Never mind. No one has asked me to help them settle in anyway.
So you do think I haven't fully adjusted yet?
Not exactly. After we started caring for Wave Jr., I started thinking about other things. The crackling bonfire sounds like television static. It makes me tune into Raphael's channel. Through it, I imagine the instances he struggled to adapt, just like Wave Jr. You had to make more adjustments than our flower. Did you have to do it alone?
Who said that?
A gentle touch on my neck nudges me towards Raphael's shoulder.
Plants have stimulators to speed up their growth, right? Well, I've got my own personal stimulator.
Hold on, sorry, y'all. I gotta save that one.
So as long as I have it, I can adapt to any environment.
That sounds too good to be true. Hey, keep an eye on the crabs. They're scuttling into the garden. We charge into the flower bed, rescue the plants, and give the crabs a stern warning. They'll definitely listen to us, right? Do that again, and it'll cost you your life. I'll have me a crab feast. After we protected the flowers, we're about to leave, but we end up lingering around Wave Jr. It looks docile in the firelight.
That's why color can decide the whole mood of a painting.
That's not the only thing I'm talking about. Their leaves and petals seem less wild now than they are during the day. Let me guess. You used your evolve on these flowers when they were little.
What? Are you suspecting I messed with their genes so they could react to fire?
I wasn't thinking that, but now that you said it, is that what you did, sir? Raphael snaps his fingers and produces a flame brighter than the bonfire. A gust of wind sends sparks drifting onto Wave Jr. It trembles.
It's just a coincidence.
Okay, it's not a coincidence, but thank you for helping out with whatever you could. Yeah. Neither of us wants a new crisis when the event is about to end. In the firelight, we exchange a glance and silently agree to let the moment pass unspoken. Bro, so only him and Sylus use their Evo. I don't think Caleb used his. He just uses connections, basically. With some plants you just wing it, others are horrible to grow. That's good to know. I guess ours, we can't just wing it. They said our flower is a bit finicky to grow, but looks like it's doing good. As the garden evaluation day approaches, the wave roll lily has only partially bloomed. I prepare myself for disappointment. But on what seems like an ordinary morning, we're awakened by a sea breeze, carrying a rich floral fragrance. As the rising sun lights up the ocean like molten fire, the flowers fully bloom.
What was that?
That wasn't you? Snap out of our reverie, we scan the area for the odd noise.
Rerouting.
Excuse me, Otto, what are you doing? Knocked over by Raphael abruptly turning, the small robot gets up and wobbles back. It gives us an instant photo.
Here's your official commemorative photo. If you like it, make sure to give Otto a good rating on the survey.
I love these little robots so much. 5 stars all around. In the photo, Wave Jr. flowers sway in the wind and blend seamlessly with the boundless ocean behind them. The two of us stand there where waves meet the shore, as if we've been swept into a dreamy kingdom. It's just as good as Autofo's best pictures. It definitely deserves 5 stars. We finish the survey and start packing up. I open a storage chest for one final check. This is the flower crown you made for me. Why is it here?
Good thing you didn't forget to open the final treasure chest.
The flower crown gleams with a lustrous glow in the sunlight. Running my fingers over it, I realize the blossoms have pearls. Raphael places the flower crown on my head, and it feels heavier.
Don't worry about the bees, cutie. They're currently swarming Wave Junior right now.
Bees almost messed up our entire pollination project. That's exactly what I wrote as our biggest obstacle on the survey. What about you? Do we have any disagreements this time? Raphael picks up the device and scrolls back to show me his survey answers.
I also wrote bees for that question. Here, take a look at it.
All right, we're on the same wavelength for that one. Unless this is a trick. Isn't this the doodle that got washed away on our first day? Where are the... Oh, right. They look like bees when they only had heads. The most effective simulator. That's a good answer for the question. Raphael traces a circle around the tiny figure that represents me.
The other answer is here too. Raphael's exclusive stimulator.
I'm so sorry, sir. I'm gonna save that one too. So, it's a special human-related remedy, huh?
I don't get it from just any human. And speaking of which, doesn't this special human still owe me a seafood feast?
Do I still have to? Oh crap, right, that. Let me get my phone and make a reservation.
I knew you'd forget.
I am so sorry. I'll pay for everything. I even pay for dessert. As soon as my lips touch his, I'm sure he catches the triumphant gleam in my eyes. This is the trickster strikes again. Oh, so he's gonna get his little seafood feast? These keep on going so quickly. I need these event stories to be longer. All right, with Raphael, I guess Wave Junior is doing fine. We were noobs. We didn't know what the hell we're doing, so we kind of just had other people help us out. All right, let me get my rewards. And we're gonna go off with, Zane. Wonder how Zane's gonna do. Will Zane have knowledge about plants? I feel like Zane's the type to get like an actual flower growing book and then use that as reference. All right, let's see how Zane is. Morning frost has dissipated at last, and the sunlight feels nice. Zane and I take the official shuttle bus to the suburban flower garden.
I haven't had any time to play lately. I only just started grinding materials for the Blossom Escape event. I feel like it's impossible to clear the shop.
At least this get-together is near the hospital. Wait, that's Dr. Zane.
Oh, okay. A group of students hop off the shuttle bus after us. As soon as they spot Zane, they greet him enthusiastically.
Wow, Dr. Zane plays Planet Labs games too?
It's just me. Look at him with the sweater tied around his... Oh my god, that's a cute outfit for him. Instead of responding to them, Zane turns to look at me.
Someone recommended it to me recently, so I borrowed an account to try it out.
Everyone glances my way, but I just smile calmly. Taking the hint, the students stop asking questions. After saying hello to Zane, they group together and choose flower seeds. Young people always liven up the atmosphere. Zane and I look a little older by comparison. Don't do that to me, game. I'm not that old.
I had no idea this game was so popular.
I told you, it was highly recommended. Now you have something in common with your medical students.
I'm not interested in game recommendations. I just wanted to support you in game.
But I've graciously relieved you of that role for now, right?
By relieved, do you mean changing the position from in-game helper to offline event assistant?
Despite saying those words, he obediently starts unpacking the seeds and tools. At least our assigned garden isn't too far from the downtown area, so we won't be late for work. Oh, right. We said we wouldn't mention work.
Anyone who brings up work gets punished.
How? Hey, that rule wasn't in place before.
Well, it is now.
Then, how are you going to punish me?
Your punishment will be... recording all our data.
Oh, that's an actual punishment? Recording all the data with the plants and how everything's growing? I don't want to do that. Okay. Yep. Okay, buddy. He passes me a notebook. The plant lab research log. This sounds like a horrifying punishment. I uneasily open the notebook, but before I can write anything, I see Zane is sorting a bunch of items into a pile on the table. A thermometer, pH meter, a barricade tape. You bought all of that? Oh, so Zane really came prepared. I should have known he would have got a lot of more scientific-y items for us. Okay.
A successful experiment calls for the appropriate equipment, as well as thorough preparations.
Zane pulls out a laptop from his bag, sets it on the table, and shows me its screen. Bro did research. I lean in to see dozens of open tabs. They're all research papers on how to grow flowers. Zane! Of course, research papers. I should have seen that. I thought he would just have one of those gardening guidebooks you can get at the store, but he actually did research papers and got all the appropriate tools. Alright, wow. You really came prepared. I begin to write in the notebook and read aloud my words. A note from the recorder. Today, Dr. Zane is in mad scientist mode. He's very strict, slightly intimidating. Zane glances my way, the way he moves his finger on the touchpad to open a weather site.
Miss Recorder, please write down today's weather conditions. The
Are
temperature
we
is
serious?
20 degrees Celsius, clear skies, east wind, 68% humidity.
Wait, slow down. Are you doing this on purpose? You might hear Price meowing. I might have to let him out. Hold on, Price. Our first day in the garden progresses smoothly. We finish preparing the soil and planting the seeds. In the small garden, Zane divides the area into sections and sets up a control group and labeled stakes. Oh, okay. Interesting. So in this one, we don't stay in the area instead of just like everyone else. We actually go home. I guess Zane can't really take off much time for work because of his occupation. I gotcha. After working the entire day, we decide to walk home from the shuttle stop. I'm not sure if I'm imagining it, but I keep catching a refreshing floral scent in the breeze as we walk. That fragrance seems to blend with Lincoln's night air. I've never smelled it at home though. Alright, let me let him out. He's running around. Alright, I'm here, buddy. Ready to go? Okay, back.
Indeed. Work has kept us busy.
It's a shame we can't hang out a lot of times. You said the word work. It's time for a punishment.
You were waiting for it, huh?
Of course. Let me think. Your punishment will be to make me breakfast tomorrow morning.
All right. But only if you manage to wake up early.
How early is early? Like, what time are we thinking? 8, maybe? I'm not done yet. I want it piping hot, light and fluffy, not too salty, not too bland, not too sweet, and not too heavy. I'm distracted by a grove of blossoming trees in the distance. Pink and white petals adorn the branches, and they fall down whenever the wind rushes past. I never knew there were so many flowering trees here. We should have changed our route sooner.
Once you get used to going the same way, you rarely think about changing things. But it's nice to have a change of scenery every now and then.
Spring is brief. We haven't even slowed down to appreciate it. And our home doesn't feel like spring at all. It's basically just a place to sleep in. I keep walking and rambling until Zane gently takes my hand.
Let's slow down. We can appreciate spring more if we walk slowly.
I match his slower pace, shoulder to shoulder. We stroll through falling petals. Carrying the faint floral scent home is like taking a little piece of spring with us. Alright, so we're still doing this project while also being busy with work. Because Zane can't be too far from the hospital. Okay. The flowers are growing beautifully, and Zane's gardening skills are improving faster than I imagined. He's now measuring the soil's pH with the confidence of an expert.
Yesterday's rain changed the soil's pH.
Zane takes the meter out of the ground and reports the reading to me. I immediately compare it to our previous data. Yeah, it's different. Hold on, give me a sec. Give me a sec, y'all. The thing. Oh no, a capture card. Can we not today? Oh, yeah, hold on, chat. Let me fix my capture card. I think something... Unplug? Oh, Elgato definitely said I am not gonna play for you. Give me one sec. Just gotta get my Elgato back up. Alright, there we go. Hold on. It died on us? Yeah, my capture card said no and just completely closed on me. So let me just restart it. There we go, okay. Hold on. Wait, plug it back in. You're definitely not supposed to hear it through my mic. Oh. Capture card. You're definitely not... Hold on. Ooh, hold on. There we go. Okay, I think I fixed it. It should be good. And I just gotta recapture. There we go. Okay. Slight technical difficulty. But we should be back. Yeah, okay, we're good. There we go. Okay, let me get chat back up. There we go. Okay, capture card. We're almost there. We just got 2 more guys. Please do not die on me again.
Today's plan will be to restore the pH level to normal before clearing the weeds again.
Wait, look over there. There you go. Looking at where I'm gesturing, he sees several of his medical students waiting at the edge of the garden. Notebook is in hand. They look eager. Looks like they want to ask us something.
Let's start with this section. The tall buildings block out the sun, which means the sprout's growth will be affected.
Oh, bro.
This week's data shows that adjusting the nutrient solution helped the slower sprouts. Good work.
All right, he's really actually analyzing what they've been doing. Okay, give me some advice.
Keep applying the solution and keep a close eye on them. As for the last section, the spacing between the plants.
Tapping his pen on the clipboard, Zane pauses. The students collectively hold their breath.
Is poorly managed.
Some students facepalm and others cringe. Zane notes their despair.
If you transplant some of them into pots now, you can still save them.
The students let out sighs of relief. With renewed hope, they quickly jot down notes. I've never seen Zane give a lesson on gardening, but this is oddly similar to his rounds at the hospital. I can't stifle my laugh. He spots me and narrows his eyes in my direction. I'm just having a little giggle. You keep on going.
Do you have any other questions?
Me, Dr. Zane. Is there any chance you could reimburse our group's graduation?
I'm sorry, what?
Sure.
Never mind, I guess he agreed. They immediately start discussing restaurants. Meanwhile, it dawns on me that it'll be time for graduations again. It hasn't been that long since I graduated, but it feels like another lifetime for some reason. Why don't you join them for dinner? Zane raises an eyebrow. He seems to be surprised by my suggestion.
I don't attend student get-togethers.
How come? You're not the type of teacher to be distant with students.
They wouldn't relax with a teacher around.
Oh, you're really thinking about them. Seriously? I just overheard them talking about inviting you.
At Oxo Hospital, they would hide whenever they saw me.
Because you're the great Dr. Zane. I mean, your work ethic is...
A little strict at times, yes.
Only a little strict at times.
I want them to adapt quickly when they go to other hospitals.
Zane watches his students leave in small groups, and his expression softens. I take this chance to nudge him. They'd be ecstatic if you joined them.
I'll think about it. Maybe next time.
Really? I don't believe you.
Next time. Definitely.
I flip open my notebook with a flourish. I'll record that statement in my log.
Do you have to write down everything?
Well, of course. My punishment isn't over yet. I playfully show him the notebook, and he puts it down.
If you're enjoying it this much, then it defeats the purpose of the punishment. Perhaps I should change it.
That's not... Before I can protest, Zane leans in. He pulls back, yet his lips linger. I rest my hand on my cheek and meet his calm, steadfast gaze.
There. Your punishment is over.
Can I get another? Shouldn't I say you're very nice or too easily satisfied?
I'm not satisfied at the moment. However, it's time to eat. You'll complain about being hungry in 20 minutes. Shall we visit that old restaurant we passed by the other day? I haven't been there in ages.
All right. I also expect Dr. Zane to pay for our meal.
In that case, you're not allowed to graduate from being my student.
Oh, it's nice to see a cute little side to Zane of him helping out his students. And they seem to really respect him too. We walked into a cozy, home-style restaurant. Outside, unknown flowers bloom into clusters. Their scent wafts in. Zane pulls out a chair for me before sitting down across from me. So, used to visit this place a lot.
Yes, it was when I first moved here. There's one dish I really like.
Which is?
Crispy black carp with sweet and sour sauce and maltose.
I don't know what maltose is, but the other part sounds delicious. As soon as the dish arrives, I realize it's basically smoked fish with a fancy name. This sweet fish. I ate it back at your house when we were kids.
You still remember that after all this time?
Of course. Flavors stay with you like fragrances and sounds. I turn my gaze to the flowering tree outside, and my thoughts float to the past. But honestly speaking, I mostly remember you. At Zane's place, the smoked fish had been crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. His parents insisted I eat more. And I was too shy to refuse because I was so full. So I got Zane to help me finish it.
What's so funny?
Do you remember how you helped me eat the extra food? After we ate, I saw you chewing digestible enzyme tablets by yourself.
Yes, I do.
You told me there were vitamin C supplements, so I asked for one.
And then you said it tasted sour and delicious.
I must have looked silly to you.
Not at all. You were very cute.
We saved that one. Zane's honest words surprise me and make my heartbeat dance out of rhythm. I've gotten used to taking these moments in stride. A swift breeze sends flower petals flying through the window. They land on our shoulders, the table, and even in our bowels. He sets down his chopsticks and brushes away fallen petals from my hair. Then he gently smooths the hair strands that were tousled by the wind.
I took digestive enzyme tablets after eating the big meal you cooked last week, too.
Really? Was it that good at least? His warm palm lingers on my cheek before he reluctantly pulls away. Huh? You did?
Yes.
Where do you hide them?
You could have asked about my stomach first.
I scoot closer and try to look professional as I gently massage his stomach. Where were they hidden? I never found them. Zane takes my hand.
In the first drawer of the TV cabinet, inside the second layer of the letter tray. They're in a hidden compartment.
No wonder I never saw them.
Don't make so much food next time.
I wanted you to eat though. Hopefully you appreciate it. Then don't eat so much next time. Our fingers intertwine and connect these warm memories. Time hasn't changed our everyday intimacy. Ooh, okay. I enjoyed a little flashback to our past. The wind and rain haven't lit up today. The leaves rustle noisily, and I tuck my head under the blanket. Is this Zane's place? He stirs my movement and snuggles closer. I rest comfortably against his neck. Zane, don't you feel cold?
A little.
He adjusts the temperatures on the nightstand's control panel, then turns on his phone screen. The storm won't be stopping anytime soon.
Lincoln City issued a freezing rain alert 30 minutes ago.
What? Freezing rain? Our flowers! I jolt awake and toss aside the blanket, but Zane pulls me back from behind, his arms around my waist.
It's not safe outside.
But our flowers...
We covered them this morning, so they should be fine for now. We can see. Go back to bed. We'll check on them later.
Gradually, I relax. Zane holds me tight, and his warmth envelops me. Greedily absorbing his body heat, I wrap my arms around his waist.
You're very dedicated to this event.
We spent so much time on it, so of course I want good results.
The freezing rain alert went from yellow to red.
Oh, our plants might not make it at this point. Will the covers be okay?
Not in the long run, I'm afraid. We'll need a makeshift greenhouse.
He reaches for his glasses, prepares to get dressed. I grab the hem of his pajamas. You're going to build it now?
It's safer to walk than drive in freezing rain. We can stop by a 24-hour convenience store for supplies.
Okay. We're just gonna build a greenhouse while it's raining outside. Freezing rain at that. You literally just said it's not safe outside. If the freezing rain got worse, that means it's even less safe. By just exchanging a few words, we traded places. Now I'm urging him not to go. Let's stay here. If we both get sick in this weather, we'll end up spending the next few days recovering. 2 consecutive notifications chime as our phones light up at the same time. What now? Red is the highest alert can go, right? There isn't a color above that.
It's from the game developers, not the Weather Institution.
Average Thursday. Obviously, it's an average Thursday. Good evening, Planet Lab researchers. Sorry for disturbing your rest. Due to the weather, we decided to convert our open-air gardens into greenhouse gardens. While Zane lets out a sigh of relief, I sneak up behind him and take his glasses off. I hide them in the nightstand drawer. We're good now, right? We don't need to go out.
As far as I'm concerned, you made my choice for me.
Because I told you not to? Zane tosses his phone aside and pulls me back into bed. The blankets feel even warmer, and the mood is blissfully cozy. Oh, okay. I like how there's not a lot of plant action here. With his story, it's a lot of just hanging out with Zane at this point, and I love it, honestly. Bro, can I get more domestic stuff? Can I get more domestic stuff, please? Under Zane's meticulous supervision, some of the flowers are finally ready to be picked. We got results pretty quickly. It's a shame to keep them in buckets of water. It just so happens that a local park is hosting a music festival, so I decided to rent a stall and sell them. Zane, we need to sell everything before the festival starts. That is an interesting shirt. So they're really cycling through the characters' different outfits they have in game.
Do we have to?
Yeah. Once there's a performance, everyone's eyes will be on the stage. No one will buy flowers. I spot one of Zane's students in the crowd. He sees our stall and seems interested in buying flowers. But when he spots Zane, he becomes visibly hesitant. That's one of your medical students, right?
Yes. I've been pushing him on his dissertation revisions, but he's fallen behind. At this rate, he won't be done in time for his thesis defense.
Oh, that's why he's hesitant. He's not been working, right? That explains it. After some hesitance, the student finally approaches our stall.
Dr. Zane! What a coincidence.
I'd be nervous too. I haven't been working on my work. Zane selects a few stems as the first student customer freebie. The student takes them with both hands. But before he can respond, Zane speaks.
Those charts in the third section of your dissertation.
Oh my god, Zane, please. He's just trying to enjoy himself. Zane, I would have come up with an excuse like, oh, I'm so sorry, Professor Zane. I just need to go. I think my mother might be sick. Wait. I raise a hand to stop Zane and give him a pointed look. Let's not bring up anything that'll upset our customers.
You caught me. But Dr. Zane, we can talk about my dissertation later. I'm performing tonight and planning to confess my love on stage.
Oh shit, you go, guy. I am praying for you. I hope she, reciprocates your love. I hope it's not embarrassing. We'll be out there in the crowd cheering you on. My business senses tingle upon sensing a golden opportunity. You're performing and making a confession.
Yep, it'll be my 100th time confessing.
I retract everything I just said. That's kinda... Is it the same girl? Is it the 100th girl? What are we...
Aren't you two already dating?
Oh my god.
But confessing is fun, even after you're together. It's kind of
Okay, that's actually kind of cute. Hold on. They're already a couple, and he just does it to do it, and they both enjoy it. Okay, that's better than what I thought. I put back my statement from before. Zane takes a moment to think before commenting.
Keep it up.
He's telling him to keep going. After 99 times?
She said I lost the courage I had when we first got together. So I decided to be brave and confess in front of everyone.
I'm pretty sure that's not what she meant, but okay.
Good luck.
And here's another person missing the point.
Thanks, Dr. Zane. Also, can you give me a bouquet that's perfect for a confession?
We watch him deliver his 100th confession on stage. The bouquet draws a lot of attention, and our stall sells everything in no time. Hey, some advertisement! As I close up shop, I happily tap my phone's calculator to total our earnings. Zane stares thoughtfully at the empty stall. What is it?
It's nothing.
So, what do we do with the money? Should we treat your medical students to dinner?
Are you sure?
Of course! You need to see a different side of Zane that's not him being a strict teacher.
I'll thank you on their behalf.
It's thanks to you that we got so many customers. I show him a photo on my phone. He's recommending bouquets to a middle-aged couple.
What about the flowers still in the garden?
We won't sell those. We'll take them home. The flowers we planted will live at home once the event ends. It's my way of holding on to spring. All right, one more part for Zane. There's no way I'll make it on time. Hello? Zane? The association gave me admission at the last minute, so I'll be late.
There's no rush. I'll wait for you.
Don't do everything alone, okay? Wait until I'm there.
That will depend on how late you'll be.
It's the final night of the gardening event. By the time I arrive, it's already past midnight. All the flowers have been picked. The event is over. They cleared it all so quickly.
The trickier they are to bundle. We usually advise beginners to split them into 2 bouquets.
Understood. I'll give it a shot.
Inside the transparent tent, a staff member in a Planet Lab t-shirt is teaching Zane the art of arranging and tying flower bouquets. The flowers are arranged in a spiral pattern and create a natural arc. Once the arrangement is complete, the stems are trimmed evenly before being bundled. This is more complicated than the bouquets we made at the music festival, but he's handling it like a pro.
Now let's choose the wrapping paper for the final product.
I'll take this one.
He chose my favorite color. Zane finishes it with a neatly tied satin ribbon, lifts the bouquet, and sniffs it.
Would you like me to gather the remaining flowers and make another bouquet?
Is it possible for me to muddle them instead? Oh, hold on. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I had to get a package and sign for it. Let me... Ooh, hold on. Everything just wants to not work. Give me a sec. Ba. There we go. Okay. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. I just need my PC to make it. You just need to make it to the last bit, guy.
Go ahead. Consider it a reward for not being too late.
Walking down the street with 2 enormous bouquets, we draw the attention of passerby. Once we enter a quieter street, Zane hands me his flowers. They feel heavy. Is this another reward?
Or the 99th confession, perhaps.
The sudden reference to that day makes me laugh. Oh, so you've kept track of them. Did you really confess to me that many times?
If we include spoken and unspoken, then yes. In fact, there are more than you'll ever know.
Oh, just the thought of him confessing his love, and I don't know all the times. Like, he can just be sitting beside me and just in his head thinking, I love you, and that counts. His tone is completely serious, as his slender fingers part the flower petals. My face appears in the sea of flowers.
I couldn't save you a bouquet at the music festival because they sold out too quickly. You deserve all the rewards for working hard as a recorder to preserve spring.
I hold the bouquets closer to my chest. It's not just me who wants to preserve spring. He feels the same way.
You don't like my bouquet?
I didn't say that. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Oh dear Lord. My PC is slowly dying. Bro, PC, you can make it. Oh God. Everything is falling apart. Give me 1 sec. One more time. Hold on. Everything is like legit freezing. Oh no. Technical difficulties right at the very end. We just need to do Xavier's. What do you mean, no data? Okay. Oh. I'm gonna just keep on going. My VC bottle is definitely frozen, but we're gonna keep on going. I'm trying to get to the end of this. No. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Hold on. We might be back in action. No, it just... I feel like I'm the only one who gets all the flowers. It's like I stole the last breath of spring.
I have a solution.
Oh? I look up. I see my reflection in his eyes.
You keep spring to yourself, and I'll keep you to myself.
He pulls me, and the bouquets into my arms. The spring feels so close and heavy with significance. Oh, we're right at the end. Oh my god. Oh my god, Zane, sir, you're so precious. Do not do this to me. Okay. So Zane's story was less of the flower garden compared to, how would I say, Sylus's and Caleb's. His was more about preserving spring and kind of hanging out with each other, because he also had work and he still went back home instead of staying on the land like we did with Sylus and Caleb, which is interesting to see. Okay. I don't know how far behind YouTube is right now since it was freezing like crazy. So let me go ahead, claim some stuff. All right. All right, yeah, so we should be good. Hold on. Yeah, okay. We should be good. Let's just see, buy some stuff at the store real quick. I'll definitely try and like edit these little freezing parts out once the VOD fully uploads on YouTube, but it should be fine for now. I'll probably just put like a little warning in the description or like a comment. But finally, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Last guy, we literally just have Xavier to do. Let's make it. All right. Makes sense with the whole storm thing. Yeah, since we had the whole storm happening, we couldn't really hang out in the garden compared to everyone else when it was just like a little drizzle of a rain. So we're here now. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and with Xavier's. Sunlight filters through the dense forest and creates dapple patterns in the flower bed. The gentle light also dances across me and Xavier. Gardening in the shade means we won't need sunscreen, but the flowers are going to be sad.
Everyone else who got this type of garden plot is probably worried about the same thing.
Alright, so our plot's more so in like a forest, a shaded area. Xavier raises his finger, and a small flower made of light blooms into existence.
But we're different. With these flower lights, we won't have to worry about the trees hogging all the sunlight.
Interesting. Everyone besides Zane and Caleb use their evolve to help with the flowers. You'll be a full-time light bulb factory if you want to light up an entire flower bed.
Different plants require different light spectrums. If we use artificial lights to promote plant growth...
An auto butler appears in the flower bed. It's covered in dirt, as if it popped out from the soil like a garden gnome.
The best course of action would be to simulate specific wavelengths of light.
Oh.
Red light and blue light, for example, can promote...
Wait, are there any flowers that don't need to be micromanaged?
I figured you might ask that. We can offer you shade-loving plants. They're capable of thriving in conditions with little exposure to light.
I tilt my head as I look at Xavier. That's perfect for our situation. You might as well go with the shade-loving plant. Your evo won't get its chance to shine, though.
That's good. I won't be subjected to the fate of being a street lamp for several weeks.
You don't have to be a street lamp, yeah? But how does being a magic lamp sound? Pretending to polish a magic lamp, I gently rub Xavier's face. Oh, magic lamp, will you give me 3 wishes?
Are you sure you only need 3 wishes?
Can I get more?
Tilling the soil, cultivating the land, creating your dream garden, helping you become a gardening superstar.
Oh, that's more than 3.
Everything you mentioned before you arrived here, I'll have to fulfill them all.
His earnest expression makes me laugh. I squeeze his hand as I speak. With the magic lamp by my side, our flower bed is bound to succeed. All right, Elgato. Oh, capture card. Be a nice person for me today. We're almost there. Actually, hold on. There's one I want to save. Are you sure you only need 3 wishes?
Are you sure you only need 3 wishes?
Hold on. While we wait. Everyone gets this garden type. I think it's the wishes one. There we go.
Are you sure you only need 3 wishes?
Only 3 for now, hopefully. There we go. From auto selection of shade-loving plants, we chose a species that blooms heart-shaped flowers. To welcome our romantic flower display, we redesigned the flower bed. The pebbles outline a heart-shaped planting area. It looks uneven. Standing on the treehouse steps, I survey our handiwork from above.
What's wrong?
Don't you think your half is bigger than mine? Let's move your stones a little to even it out.
I don't see why we should. It's perfect as is.
Aw. Huh? Xavier, let's be objective here. This heart is clearly one-sided.
The side with more love naturally needs more room in its heart chamber. So keeping it like this is fine, right?
Are you saying your heart holds more love than mine? I cross my arms and give Xavier a defiant look.
You're the one who wanted to be objective.
That's not what I meant. And just you wait. After expanding my half of the heart chamber, I dust off my hands. I'm satisfied with my work. Ooh, I'm gonna lose my mind. My capture card, the program I'm using, is definitely freezing a lot. Bro, we're almost at the home stretch. We're almost there. If you can just make it. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Does this prove I care about you more? Xavier carefully examines my garden expansion. Then he gently takes my hand to brush off the dirt on it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm drowning in your love. But if we really want to settle this, I'm afraid we'll end up filling the entire forest with flowers.
We'll call a truce then. But I won this round by the skin of my teeth. Xavier neither nods nor speaks. I take his silence as him agreeing with me, so I'm pleased with myself. However, when I return to the treehouse to rest, ooh, we're in a treehouse, okay. I notice Xavier's half of our heart-shaped garden is bigger than mine again. Xavier, did you secretly expand your side while I was working on mine?
I don't know. Maybe a kind genie granted my wish.
I'm gonna lose my mind. I feel bad for Xavier lovers. I might actually have to end it here. Everything is freezing like crazy. Ah, hold on. Yeah, I think unfortunately I'm gonna have to end it here. My computer is freezing like crazy. I cannot really get. Wait, hold on. Never mind. Hold on. Before I say anything, hold on. Chat. We might get it. Hold on. If it freezes one more time, then I'll definitely end stream. But I think. Never mind. Yep. Never mind. I'll definitely end it here. Unfortunately, everything is freezing too much on my screen, and I think if I keep on going, my PC is gonna crap itself. Unfortunately. So, that is unfortunately it for today's stream. I feel bad I couldn't finish Xavier's part. Like, everything is just not working at this point. I'm gonna have to restart my PC. But I will have a stream tomorrow. I am playing Cupid's Chat Room, the demo. It is an 18+ visual novel. I'm very excited. Yeah, sad unfortunately. I gotta figure out why everything is freezing. So hopefully I can troubleshoot all of that for tomorrow. I'm so sorry to all the Xavier fans. Unfortunately, I cannot go through his story. But I will see you guys all later. And thank you for stopping by and tolerating all these freezes on my screen. I'm so sorry about that. I'll try and fix these all for later streams. Anyway, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. And I hope you enjoyed today's stream. And I'll see you guys all later. Bye-bye.